We also got those prayer beads. I don't remember what they do, but, you know, probably something good. One would think. Or master beads, excuse me. A simple ceremonial tool used widely in the East for prayer. Prevents sleep and confuse. Not bad. Not bad at all. Prevents sleep and confuse. Kind of makes sense to put on Zen since it's kind of like a monk type deal. Alright, good times. Alrighty then. So now we gotta do this investigating. So basically you just want to talk to the 4 victims. I don't think it matters what order you do them in. But, yeah. Should finish our questing before it gets too late, Estelle. I'm not trying to leave! Settle down, Beavis. Starting to piss me off. I'm gonna do what Papa says and stay in the house for today. I wonder if Luke and Pat are playing outside. I will find you, smart guy. I wish I was. They're so lucky. I heard there are a number of people who have fallen into an irreversible sleep. I don't know if it has anything to do with this creepy fog. Theater style. Either way, I'm forbidding Uni from going outside for now. It's all I can do to keep her safe right now. She's grounded! Fun fact, Lancer got grounded from his Nintendo a lot as a kid. True story. Here's the first victim. Oh, hello! You're Estelle and Shirazard, right? Yes, good evening. We're here to investigate by order of the mayor, but, is Mr. Radford okay? Yes, but there's been no change, I'm afraid. He's sound asleep and seems comfortable, but we cannot wake him no matter what we do. Radford even tried urinating on his face, but that didn't wake him up. Is our only option to wait and watch over him until morning? I'm afraid so. That's all you can do for now, at least. I know this is a bad time, but could we ask you a few questions? Of course. I don't know if we can answer everything, but I'll be happy to help in any way I can. Thank you, you two. Firstly, when and where did Radford fall asleep? And was it during a Lancer stream? The time? Around 5:30, I guess. It's the 5:30 Club! The place, well... just outside that door, essentially. Outside the door? So what, in the hallway? Yes, I heard a knock and a voice say, "I'm home." I unlocked the door to greet him, but when I did, I found my father-in-law on the ground unconscious. He could have fallen and broken a hip. To be honest, I thought Father had simply gotten drunk. Again. But I couldn't smell any alcohol on his breath. I thought it was strange, and then we couldn't wake him no matter what we did. I even kicked him in the members, and he still wouldn't wake up. So we went to go see Father Divine. I see. I think I understand the situation. One last question, if I may. Was there anything odd about the situation before Radford fell asleep? Anything odd? What, you mean like this blasted fog? Aside from that... example, did you see anyone odd? Hear any strange noises? Come to think of it, when we were dragging Radford in, you noticed it too? In all this fuss, I thought I just imagined it. What is it? It was when we were putting Radford to bed. We both heard, it seems, the sound of a bell. Oh, there's that bell again. I told you to keep it in mind. The sound of a bell? Hold on a sec, didn't we hear one too? It was surprisingly lovely, really. I simply thought someone outside rang one. Thank you. You've given us a lot of information. If you remember anything else, please contact the guild straight away, alright? Yes, of course. Well, excuse us then. We'll be back to check up on tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Estelle. Tomorrow style. Great progress with your rounds today. If anything happens, I promise I'll contact the guild. Sure does. That bell toll was so pretty, wasn't it? I've never heard one chime so clearly before. So that's the first victim. We got 3 more to visit. Mwah. How you doing? We're having dinner tonight as a family for the first time in a while. One episode when Nash went to get some info when a door guard refused to let Nash into an Eastern-style card game room. When Nash said he knew the door guard's relative and the door guard would be out of a job for not letting Nash in. The town may have its share of problems, but happy moments like these make them all feel so small. Though my husband does go back to work tomorrow. I think I got it at Pharaoh's. I don't know. I get to have dinner with Mommy and Daddy tonight. Heh, I get to feed Daddy. It's the Murph of Dale. 12. Hey there, Estelle. The mine's running just as fine as ever. And man, does she keep me busy. This is my first time home in nearly a week. Kills me that I gotta go right back out there soon, too. Fun fact, my favorite dungeon is actually Kiru Vegan. True story. Apparently Claire went home. Wherever her home is. How you doing? Here's the next victim. It's Pat! Estelle. Oh, dearie me. Estelle Bright, look at you. A senior bracer and everything. Good evening. Fun fact, the Great Crystal is by far the most confusing dungeon in the game. We, heard about Luke. Estelle... Estelle? Whoa, hey, Pat. Is it that bad? Did Dieter actually find you? Well, you see, our little Pat is the one who found Luke after he collapsed. Oh, no. Pat, don't worry. It'll be okay. It'll be alright. Maggie, how's your grandson? Is he hurt? What? No, not at all. He's just sound asleep. Really, I think this is all a bit of a fuss. He'll be right as rain tomorrow, I'm sure. These people keep falling asleep during Lancer String. It's starting to piss me off. The little rascal just wore himself out, like boys do, you know. Really, him not waking up, foolish. Foolish. Maggie. Hey, Pat. Can you tell us what happened when Luke fell asleep? Huh? We're investigating what happened on behalf of the mayor. On behalf of the town. Pat, is there anything you can tell us? Might help us solve this and wake Luke up. Please, Pat. Estelle. But I'm worried that Dieter's gonna find me. Okay, I'll tell you. Thanks, Pat. So, where and when did Luke fall asleep? I wasn't there when he fell asleep, but I found him on top of the clock tower. His shorts were wet around the crotch area. I think it was just past 5 o'clock. We were playing hide and seek in the fog. I was it, and I was looking for Luke. And when I found him, he was asleep. I thought he was just being a jerk and tried to wake him up, but he wouldn't. I see. Wait, one thing I don't see. Who the heck carried Luke down from the clock tower? I bet it was Clifford Baines after he dueled his arch rival. Oh, that was Mr. Paddington. He came up and found us just when I was trying to figure out what to do. He said he came up to make sure the clock was working and the fog wasn't causing any problems. Oh, yeah, that's just like Mr. Paddington. Okay, I think I've got the gist of it. Pat, I was wondering, when you were playing, did anything strange happen? Strange? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize, like Dieter? Hear any strange sounds? Like Estelle said, anything could help. I don't remember much except all the white of the fog. I do remember thinking it was really creepy not seeing anyone at the landing port. I see. So, creepy fog aside, nothing really suspicious happened. Nuts. Seems that way. Thank you, both of you. You've given us some food for thought. I'm glad we could be of help, dearie. Estelle, is Luke gonna be okay? Yeah, you bet he will. Pat, don't cry anymore, okay? Luke will tease you if he finds out when he wakes up, you know. He totally will. You will be berated for the rest of your life over that. Okay. Yeah, I won't cry anymore. Good times. Estelle, I'm not gonna cry anymore. I can't show Luke any tears, right? Well, Luke is a little ruffian, I swear. That boy never runs out of energy. I'm sure he'll be up and about by morning. I'm sure he'll be running out without even finishing breakfast as always, like Adrian. Okay. Pat went to Ashton's for today. He doesn't want to leave Luke's side for even a moment. I don't want to tear him away from his friend. So I asked Maggie to take care of him for now. I know how he feels. It can't hurt to let him stay out a little longer than usual. Luke fell into a deep slumber. Its stimulants aren't having any effect on him. It's worrying. He's such a close friend of Pat's, so I understand why he feels the need to stay by his side, but Pat's my only son, you know? I don't know what I'd do if the same thing happened to him. Yeah. Excalibur's always good. Ricky and Anton are at the bar. That blonde-haired lady's been on my mind ever since I laid eyes upon her. I think such a wonderful woman even existed. A chance meeting in a little village. My serendipitous arrival. The goddess may very well be directing me to true love. Sweet adios. My buddy's fallen in love at first sight, again. At this point, I don't think I would call it first sight. Every time he opens his mouth, he starts talking about that woman. Blonde goddess this. Heavenly mandate that. Well, it's nothing new, so not like I'll worry about it. Quick to flame, quick to cool. That's Anton in a nutshell. Basically. Sorry about today's fog. I've never seen anything like it. It hits no sooty tomorrow. Ooh, smack. I don't want to go to work. It's Mr. Paddington. Is Luke doing okay? I hope it's not serious. Maximilian style. He seems okay for now. Maximilian from Suikoden, even. He hasn't opened his eyes yet, but it seems like he's just sleeping. He's sleeping on the job. Gurk. Who sleeps? That's stupid. Hello there, young lady. You went to check in on Luke, didn't you? Yeah, as part of a guild investigation. Heard you were the one who carried him home, Mr. Paddington. Bum, 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 bum.
Word to your mother.
Paddington style. I found him unconscious at the top of a clock tower.
Word to your mother.
Clock tower style. Clock tower. The San Francisco treat. Was there anything out of the ordinary at the time? We'd appreciate it if you could tell us even minor details. I wish I could help you, but my mind was full of what to do with Luke at the time. I don't remember much else. That's too bad. He forgot to remember. What a jerk. I see. Well, can't say I blame you. I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful. No, it's enough to have confirmed that there was nothing particularly noticeable. Thank you for your cooperation. Don't drink too much, okay? Yes, yes. You all take care, too. If I'd been at the clock tower, I wouldn't have let the kid out. How could I have been away when I was needed to be there most? Minor bones. Trent was super late today. He said he got lost in the fog, but I'm sure he was just stuffing his face as always. That guy is such a glutton. He's even skipped out on work to eat. Woo! If he used that energy at work, he'd be 10 times better than he is now. Work style, even. Even though his wife's under that strange sleep, the owner's still hard to work like always. But it sure feels like he's lacking his usual energy. Elisa went off to tend to her mother and hasn't come back yet. Gotta hang in there the best I can. The best you can. It's Nora! Nora Jones. Huh. I wonder when we'll take off. I'm so sick of waiting. Hey, if it isn't the bracers. The crew's all stuck here in Roland, too. Looks like we're all in this together until the weather clears up. Nothing we can do except beg the goddess. Lancer's retired. Didn't you know? Hey there, Estelle. Denzel Washington. Sorry, but take care of Tabitha for me. I thought about closing up the bar tonight, but everyone's gonna want some liquor on a night like this. As owner of the only bar in the city, I can't shut my doors during a time like this. I see. Yeah, I get it. If we get a hold of anything, we'll let you know. Yeah, thanks. I'm counting on you. Ding on you. Hi, Estelle and Irazard. One time when there was some morning winter traffic issues when Mitch played some Nora Jones. Hi, Elisa. How's your mother? Well, it seems like she's sleeping okay, but I'm so worried she won't, wake up or do anything, even if you shake her. Father Divine said there's nothing to worry about, but... I see. I do not know. We're investigating this at the request of the mayor. Could we ask you a few questions? Oh yeah, sure. Ask me anything you want. Okay then. First, where'd your mother fall asleep? And when? Let's see. It was about 5 o'clock, I think. She was waiting for the 5:30 club to come on. Mom and I went out to clean the chairs and stuff on the terrace. The chairs? Yeah, we figured they might get damaged from all the humidity in the air due to this creepy fog, you know? We finished weatherproofing the ground floor, you see. So we figured we'd totally store the chairs, too. I see. Alright, and then... Okay, so while we were cleaning up, Dad called me. When I got back, Mom was all zonked out in one of the chairs. So you didn't see her fall asleep then? Yeah, sorry. So I tried talking to her, shaking her, but she wouldn't wake up. I totally freaked out and called Dad, and he carried her up to her bed. And then she wouldn't... Mom. Elisa. I'll get out. Sorry. I'm sort of losing it because you're home too, Estelle. Yeah, I know. It's okay, you don't need to worry. Yeah. I'm okay now, thanks. Did you want to ask anything else? 1 second. Shira, you got anything? Possibly. Elisa, did anything strange happen before or after your mother went to sleep? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize or hear anything strange? People I didn't recognize? Actually, yeah. Just as I was heading inside, I saw Dieter. And then I saw this lady come out of the clock tower. A woman? Is it someone from Roland, you think? Well, I couldn't see her face. The fog made it kind of hard to see details. But her clothes were really weird. I figured she had to be a traveler of some sort, you know? Probably from Beaver City. Really weird? What was weird about them? She was wearing this sort of black dress, robe thing. I can't lie, it was kinda hot. It was a bit hard to see details through the fog, though, like I said. I see. Still, this is really valuable. We need to go tell Ina this. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Elisa. You've helped us tremendously. No, it's okay. Good luck with your investigating stuff. And don't worry, okay? You can count on us to save your mom. We'll figure this out and wake her up. I know. Thanks, Estelle. Estelle style. Estelle, I'm counting on you. I'm okay now, so good luck with your investigation. That just leaves the mayor's house. Roland's clock tower. You can come up here. Also, if you're quick enough, you can talk to the pigeon. And I think it's one of the breakfast ones. Blueberry muffin. And milk. And I think one of them's called bacon. I think it's the only point where you can actually talk to it. Milk again. Not that it matters, we already got the achievement, but, you know. Blueberry muffin again. Let's try it 3 more times. Blueberry muffin again! Freaking blueberry muffin! Trying to piss me off. Orange juice. OJ. Simpson. Yeah, screw it. It doesn't matter. But the last one's bacon. Fun fact. Kind of a pain to talk to, but yeah. Yeah. Bacon style, even. Thanks to the goddess, there were no accidents of any kind today. I shall pray for protection again tomorrow. Jeez, how long's Pierre gonna keep praying? I wish he'd think for a second about me, the guy has been waiting for, like, ever. And if it takes much longer, the bar will close. Maybe I should just go and get something on my own. Go for it. The juice is on the loose. Juice Robinson. If the secret stimulant of the church hasn't worked, then I'm afraid I'm at a loss as to what to do. The coma cases here differ from the ones caused by drugs or disease. For now, I intend to scour all the medical texts I have on hand, but I have my doubts about how much we can expect. Perhaps I should contact Grand Cell Cathedral and see what they have to say. Once I have a full report on the symptoms, I'll have the results posted immediately. Sounds like a plan? Oh goddess above, Adios, may the people lured into this sleep awaken. Sleep style. Sleeping Beauty, even. Let's go talk to the last one. The last victim. One CSI parody when OJ was in the interview room when Horatio said, "You're going down the drain, OJ, because the expiration date has passed on the juice." What's his face? There he is. Oh, hello everyone. I think something so grave would occur here. Unfortunately, I've been left with no choice but to cancel my trip to the capital. Where have you been, sir? Like, horrible things have been happening everywhere we go. Where have you been? What? You canceled it? Cancel culture. So you won't be attending the signing ceremony? Yes, it pains me to do this to Her Majesty, but I simply can't go under these circumstances. Attending such ceremonies is part of my duty as a mayor. That much is true. But no matter the reason, I just cannot leave the city as it is. All the OJ could get past its expiration date, and then where would we be? Even if it is by order of the Queen. That's upsetting. I've talked to Ina about the investigation from my end. Estelle, you can begin immediately. Hopefully this will help prevent any further harm. Yeah, got it. Yes, we'll do what we can. I've already informed Ina about the situation. We focus on the investigation without concern, Estelle. We've already almost completed it. Lita's sleeping in the room across the way. My wife is tending to her, so please ask her for the details. Ask her for the deeds and such. How you doing? Estelle, Shirazard, welcome. Hi, ma'am. Did Mayor Claus tell you about us? Yes, you're investigating the feigning cases. If there is anything I can do to help, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Well, firstly, how is Lita? Lita, she won't awaken no matter what we do. I pray she'll wake normally come the sunrise. Whatever that's worth in this fog. But for now, all I can do is keep an eye on her. That's a shame. That's awful. Where exactly did Lita collapse? And do you remember when? Let me see. It would have been just before 5 o'clock. You know, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I stepped out of the kitchen and found her collapsed in the entryway. I panicked a little, needless to say, and called for Klaus, who was able to carry her to bed. But to think there are others afflicted the same way. She collapsed in the entryway? Hang on. Was the door locked at the time? I don't believe it would have been. After all, people have been visiting all day to speak to my husband about how to deal with this fog. Well, that's a list of suspects a Selge long. Oh, how long were you in the kitchen, by the way? About 30 minutes, I suppose. Alright, I think we have a good picture of what happened. One last thing, if I may. Was there anything strange before or after Lita collapsed? Strange? What do you mean? Did the house have any unfamiliar visitors? Or were there any odd sounds? Anything you can think of, ma'am. Let me think. Well, I'm not sure I'd call it strange, but it was memorable. While I was in the kitchen, I heard the faint sound of a bell. The sound of a bell here too? It was such a lovely sound. I thought Lita rang it, perhaps. But that reminds me, I haven't been able to find that bell. I wonder where she put it. You've given us a lot to think about, ma'am.
You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
If anything else happens, please contact us at the Guild at once. Yes, of course. Oh, and everyone, do be careful, won't you? Yeah, we will. Thanks for your help. Good times. If anything happens, we'll contact the Guild immediately. Be careful. So now we want to head back to the Guild, McGildson. Ba-dum-ba-dum. You gotta love Woody Woodpecker, by law.